light up the blow. So here comes the Wu-Tang crew, with verses that curses do like taboo, designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, you're alive. Recite to his vital, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the white owls, then break wild. Wow, wow, west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stretch. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming to be addictive. I got the new rock that all 42 watts. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Wahee Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag, or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision? But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as I master two bastards who try to be sick like bastard dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry two guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a god. Rhymes in harmony like the soft lullaby. So give us who you love getting power you in 92 into the woo. Can you roll, roll, tang? 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 Can you roll, tang? Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan, something new in 92, coming through with the latest $5 thing. So protect your neck. Power equality. A law sees everything. That means peace.
Yo. Peace, Vandals and Vandalettes. It's the God Mathematics, and you now watching the Vandal Hour Season 6 live on S.STREET Media. Make sure you check us out at our new date and time, and that's every Saturday afternoon from whatever time we fucking come on. You can also catch us live on our new website at www.sstreetmedia.info. And you can also catch us on our Ustream page and on our Instagram page.
Yeah.
Or on our Facebook page and Twitter page. They all linked up to like each other. So basically when we put on one goes through all.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's the new media shit. But let me give a shout out to all the Vandal Hour guards and goddesses that came before me. You dig? Let me give a shout out to Giggles, Brat, Darwin Queens, the Bring That Back Dude, Greaseball, Chris, Peanut, Facts on Wax, Sinatra, Yes, Paris, Justice, Cover, 2-Bit, Buyer 3, June 4, 5, 6, Easy. And if I forgot someone, DJ Swift. And if I got someone, my bad. We have a special guest in the building here today at the Vandal Hour.
Nah, I ain't special, man. This is a hard-working dude from Laurelton, Queens, born in Harlem. You know how that go.
Nah, but what it is we usually deal with graph.
Right.
So especially for the past couple of weeks lately, we've been doing like straight graph guests.
Yeah,
so
right.
This is our first outside of graph guest in about a month or two.
Okay.
So, you know, you're a friend of the show, friend of mine.
Yes. Let's
get a round of applause for Reem'O Meerak.
Yo, you already know when the hot go. I gotta follow up with that. It's the Ruger spray in the building. Yours truly, Reem'O Meerak. I'm definitely happy to be here. What's good, man? What's poppin'?
Everything's cool. I'm glad that you came through.
Yes.
You always moving and grooving, doing what you doing.
Oh man.
You dig? And I respect that. I respect the black man in this media,
Yes.
media world and hip hop industry and just the industry itself.
Right.
Someone who's moving consistently, moving forward, evolving, constantly going up platforms, constantly going up, traveling upstairs, forward. I gotta respect that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And just to give you a even further background from the last time when I was on your show 2 years ago, I wasn't a grapher, but I was the one that was helping the graphers, like as far as with characters and shit. So
get out of here.
You and the homie right here, y'all was talking about the beef, and I ain't gonna lie, I would be part of that beef, but Cats and Queens knew who I knew, so it was like, all right, do we step to him, or he gonna bring Laurelton and Southside and Rochdale at us? You know what I'm saying? Because the kids I used to help, they was from like Corona, like the main areas in Queens, like Corona, Jackson Heights, what else at? You could say Queensbridge. It was cats from Queensbridge that was heavy graphics. Bayside. What else at too?
Queens got a
no Queens in general, but the main. You're right, but the main core towns was Corona, East Elmhurst, Bayside. You could also say Jackson Heights. What's the other town too? Woodside. Woodside crazy.
That's where I live at now.
Right, Woodside crazy, but like I said, my background, like cats knew though, because I used to go to Louis Armstrong.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Middle school. So cats knew that I was from like Southside and Laurelton and shit like that. So they knew what the speed was. You know what I'm saying? So cats would come at me at times like, yo, son, you was the one that was helping this dude out with that graphic. Like, we told you not to do that on the wall or whatever. I'm like, yo, fam, I just draw the graphics, man. I was like, yo, but you know what's up, though. You know what I'm saying? And I had hands, too. So, it's kind of funny that y'all mentioned that. But fast forward now.
Let me shout out to all my Queens writers, man. JD1, Cost. You had a lot of strong Mirage in the past. The dude from back in the days, Trap, a lot of dudes, man. It's a strong MQ, Blake, all them dudes, it's Queens dudes. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the Queens writers that's representing, constantly thrashing walls, who don't give a fuck about society's rules. But before we get into this interview, though,
yes,
you know what I mean, I gotta go into a couple of things, man, that goes on in the graph community.
Okay, that's facts.
And topics that I think people want to hear about.
It needs to be expressed. It's a culture and it's a genre that's like has a weird hidden taboo still, and I'm like, that's dumb. Like it should be known. So definitely do what you got to do.
One of the only elements of hip hop that's still illegal,
which is crazy. That makes no sense.
Yo, recently, we've been keeping in tune with the Wu-Tang an American Saga. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say this week. The last episode came up, episode 10. You already know on the Vandal Hour. I'm a spoiler person. I'm that type. Yeah. It's been a conversation on the Vandal Hour. We've been discussing the different episodes on Wu-Tang. This week was the final episode to season 1. I think it was a great season finale. Dudes got shot. The first song that we would come to know as Bring the Motherfucking Ruckus, the raw version is done on the show, part of the show. It was a great episode. My man Attila got shot by the RZA. Now, what's crazy about that? If y'all know Wu-Tang history, RZA did shoot somebody. He went to he got locked up for it. He fought it in court. It was self-defense. So I think they kind of replayed it through the television show. Great episode. Also, you see these corny ass props that we have up here. Halloween is coming, aka the Weirdo Day. My bad if you a weirdo. It's coming up. A lot of shit going on. Be careful. It's not like it used to be in the 90s where niggas run through some stores, You know what I mean? Run through some neighborhoods. You know, free shopping in the streets type of thing. You know, I remember those days. I miss those days. You know, there was a time I worked in Petland around here on Halloween, 1994. I could tell you right before I went up north. And the craziest part is, a nigga had to bring a hammer to go work at Petland. Damn. I thought that they was going to get me over here. I don't know if you know about this neighborhood, but there's a lot of wild Puerto Ricans over here, and they was on it back then. If you don't know, it was popping on this side. This is Knickerbocker.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
this is Ridgewood now.
Yeah, right.
It was Knickerbocker in 1994. Petland discount was in Knickerbocker, not Ridgewood.
Right.
The people who's from Bushwick know what I'm talking about. You know, also on the news, or it's been a lot on social media, they renamed the Bainbridge stairs in the BX the Joker stairs from the movie The Joker.
Really?
Evidently, a lot of tourists from around the world and in New York City is coming to these stairs. Shout out to the writer, I think his name is JoJo or Joji, who got the bottom of the stairs before that shit popped off. If y'all didn't notice that, shout out to that writer because he's gonna be famous after this shit is over.
Facts.
That stairs for the people who's from the Bronx is High Bridges where A Boogie with the hoodie is from.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And different from his music, a lot of shit be going down over there. You gotta listen to Don Q shit more than you gotta listen than listen to A Boogie, because Don Q is talking more about what's really going on over there. Mm-hmm. So this stairs has become a tourist attraction. You know what I mean? Lisa Evers put a video on her social media Instagram page. If you follow Lisa Evers of Fox 5, yeah, she had a video of a guy rolling weed in front of the stairs talking to her about how it's cool to be in these stairs now. The police used to fuck around with dudes. Dudes was getting robbed back there. You couldn't walk up these stairs. It was a real wild area. And now that the movie came out, police be over that shit like flies on shit. So he's thankful that this shit has happened, because now him and his people who could chill there. You couldn't chill there before. It was crazy. Yeah. So if y'all didn't see the Joker movie, he does a dance down the stairs. I didn't see it. Everybody's doing it on Instagram. You know, just throwing a little bit of update at you what's going on. Also, the Vandal Hour is celebrating our 5-year anniversary. Let me get a round of applause.
Damn.
The Vandal Hour started on November 14th, 2014. Wow. It's real. 5 years in this game doing podcasting. Dudes came and work for 5 years at the same job. Shit. A lot of relationships don't make it 5 years.
Right.
But I've been married to this podcast. Me and my people. Shout out to Sosa, my right hand man, who's helped me since the beginning. As I said before, shout out to all the people who paved the way for me to be here. I wasn't supposed to be the host, but now I'm the host, and the people who came before me set the tone for what I'm doing. You know, I do a little bit of Facts on Wax with a little bit of Sinatra, with a little bit of Chris when I do what I do, because I study dumb. So shout out to everyone. The 5-year anniversary, it is happening at 283 Liberty Avenue. It's being hosted by Happy Time Snacks. It's called a celebration of legends. It's November 23rd. Check the page for the advertisement. It's going to be performers, people that was on the Vandal Hour. We invited a lot of the Vandal Hour past staff and everybody who's been connected to the Vandal Hour. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be infused.
Okay. 420.
We got to talk proper, because we are watched.
Oh, okay.
So it will be infused.
Okay, infused. Okay.
You dig? Read between the lines, more or less. You dig? It's going to be popping. It's going to be crazy. Make sure you come out and chill with the Vandal Hour guards and goddesses that put in that work for us to have a platform, for us to have a voice, for our culture, settle differences, to highlight the people who's doing their thing, to fucking trash the motherfucking niggas who need to be trashed, that type of thing. The Vandal Hour represents that. So, yeah, I'm high. I smoked before this shit was going on, but this is where we do the news sound. For the people that might not be familiar with this part of the show, but this is when we get into this week in the Vandal Hour News. If you don't know what the Vandal Hour News is, it's where we talk about what's going on in the motherfucking culture of graph. This week, 2 weeks ago, was Stay High 149's birthday. Let me repeat that. 2 weeks ago was Stay High 149's birthday. He's not here anymore. If you don't know who Stay High is, you shouldn't be watching this show. Stay High 149 was one of the innovators of what we call graph now. He was one of the first people to do more than a tag on the goddamn train. He had one of the first writers to have a character. Yo wouldn't be doing characters if it wasn't for Stay High 149.
Peace.
You know what I mean? The character person who wrote a tag with a character was him. Stay High 140. Shout out to Stay High 149's son who follows us. You know what I mean? I read his book about 2 weeks ago. I passed it to Soaps. It's only like 80 pages. You should have gave it back. I'm just saying. But it's a great book. You know what I mean? Read up on your history. You know what I mean? My man stayed high. He stayed high. Also, we got the Sticker Bomb event coming up November 9th. Invasion of the Stickers and the Vandal Hour presents Sticker Bomb. It's called Sticker Bomb. Sticker Bomb, the event. It's from 7 to 12 a.m. It's $10 to get in. I will be at the door, so no funny shit. Don't try to fucking be the police. Don't try to be somebody who got beef with somebody, because I'm not letting that shit go down like that in my spot. Out of all our events, we only had one fight. And after the fight, the show went on. Nobody jumped in, nobody did shit. Y'all remember that? Our first event, to be factual. Shout out to them dudes who fought and chilled after. That's what we do with the Vandal Hour. Next on this thing. I heard a lot of shit was going on at this 90s Martinez Gallery thing. I spoke about it. It's still going on. I spoke about it last week. I'm not going to talk about it on the air, but let me just say, I heard some interesting things happened at the Martinez Gallery. I don't know, but I heard some things. I wasn't there, but dudes is funny. Shout out to everybody who went to the Martinez Gallery event. It was dope. It is still dope. Go check it out. It is fly shit from the 90s. That's what we represent. I represent. You know what I mean? Also, this week on Vandal's Flexing, we highlighted Reem'O and Karma Tag, but also I've been seeing a lot of these people. Dips, Texas, Pisa. I seen some shit that on the gram. Over, Foot, Smurf, Dref, Caps, and Fresh 5. That shit was hard. Also, Kiki, Dose, Zexo, Harm 8, Fly shit also. If you want to be featured on Vandal's Flexing, man, your shit got to be fly. That shit is whack. Don't send it to me. Don't DM us. I don't care. We will punt that shit out of the office. We don't want no whack shit. I don't care who you are. But if you got some fly shit, you think that we should post it, send it to us in our DM, or we just go to your page and just repost. Like, that's why they made the app repost. We just steal it from your shit. We won't even ask. We'll give you credit though. We're proper in that. So yeah, if you want to be featured, let us know. Now I'm in regular news. I'm real quick. Yesterday, this happened. 5:40 p.m. A Brownsville man was killed on Sutter Avenue by the police. from what I'm hearing, two different sides of the story. The hood story is he was trying to defuse the situation. A guy was pissing in a nail salon. Police came up, shot his ass. Fucked up. The other story that they trying to put on the TV, on the news, because you know it's two different versions. On the news, they said that he attacked the police with a chair. Let's see the video. Let's see the video, man. I'm saying, like, this is out of hand. It's happening everywhere, all across the United States. And if you really get deep, and if you're a pan, you're into the pan thing, meaning like you're into the worldly thing. This is happening all around the world. You know what I mean? So let's find out what's going on. Also, a dude, the MTA dude. Y'all know who the MTA dude? I just nicknamed him that. There is no MTA dude. But the dude I got locked up in the MTA for riding the outside of the train. He was pulling the emergency brakes on all the trains and all that shit. They caught him because he pushed a white lady into the train. It was a park train, but he threw her head first into the train. They caught him. You know what I mean? They caught him. So that's all that's going on in the motherfucking Vandal Hour News. We're going to get into this interview, man. I got a real, as I said, a dope dude who's into media like myself. So it can only be the great conversation with us speaking, because he's doing it in a different level than I'm doing it. We're going like two different ways, but the goal is the same.
Facts.
So you were speaking about you're from Queens, man.
Facts, yeah, definitely. No, I'm Harlem born, Laurelton raised. That's facts.
Real quick, I've been hearing this a lot, and this is new to me. But I didn't know when you talk about Jamaica Queens, I always thought Jamaica Queens,
like it's all in one.
You know what I mean? So and I be like, yo, you from the South Side. One day recently, I'm talking about like this year.
Right.
I said South Side to someone. They was like, nah, I'm not from the South Side. I'm from North Side.
Yeah, North Side, we outside.
Explain this to me, man. What's going on? Cause I thought Jamaica was Jamaica one in the whole.
So all right, so pretty much when you hear about South Side, so that's basically anywhere, anything below. If you want to say, all right, let's say below Baisley.
Okay.
Or you say below Fox Boulevard. Anything below Fox Boulevard, that's South Side. You know what I'm saying? So that's Jamaica. That's parts of Linden, like around where Tribe Called Quest is from.
Sure indeed.
You know what I'm saying? What else?
Represent.
Yeah, there's parts of like what's the other part? 'Cause I haven't been to Queens in so long. But like Jamaica, like anywhere like Jamaica, like almost like a square vicinity of Jamaica. That's South Side. Then North Side is like anything like a little bit. It depends because it breaks off in so many sections. So if you want to pinpoint it, you can say anything like above Merrick and Baisley Boulevard. Okay. That's North Side. So that's like Queens Village, St. Albans, Cambria Heights, Laurelton, Rosedale, Rochdale. You know what I'm saying? So that's North Side.
Where the Lost Boys is from?
Lost Boys, they from South Side.
Okay.
They from 40P South Side.
I'm confused. You know, I'm gonna say this, man. Jamaica has a deep history. If y'all don't know, Jamaica it was like in the hip hop movement.
Yeah, facts.
DJ wise,
facts.
A lot of people put it to the Bronx with the DJs, but a lot of people now is coming out that Queens had the stronger DJ culture than all the other boroughs.
Because you got to remember, we was always slept on. So a lot of times with Queens, you know what I'm saying, you didn't know what you was getting because we was so far out. So even shout outs to DMC. I remember there was an event I pulled up to. It was Alicia Evers' town hall event. Okay. When it was in Queens, and he was talking about it like how cats didn't know about what he could do as far as bars because the way he dressed. See, we was different in dressing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it was fly. I mean, we would match and all that, but we had a different style of ours. So we started everybody out with the whole fedora hats and the glasses and sneakers and suits and track suits and all that. So they didn't know what to expect from him. He had glasses on. They didn't know what to expect from him. Then wham, bam, you came with the fire. Same thing with DJs. DJs out there, shit, Jam Master Jay is definitely one that you could put up on there. You know what I'm saying? I was killing the scene.
You know what they told me? So this is a hip hop. I'm kind of a fake hip hop historian.
No, you don't have to say fake. I mean,
I'm real. I'm fake. I don't. There's no degree in this.
Right.
But this is what I heard. That in Queens, since it was middle class, most of the people couldn't afford the DJ equipment when it was popping.
Yeah, nah,
they
that's
said
what's up.
they said people didn't get equipment other places until '77 when the blackout. They said when the blackout happened, a lot of the poorer places all got DJ equipment after that because the blackout.
Yeah,
Like, that's
nah,
just
I mean,
a little
listen.
inside shit I heard.
Listen. Nobody could deny the fact that peeps in Queens was different. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We had houses, we had cars. You know what I'm saying? We had airports.
Sure
you know what I'm saying? There's so much things that we had. So I get it that in hip hop because everybody struggled from the bottom, that it meant, y'all wasn't as tough, but dare be tell it, niggas didn't sleep on Queens.
Nah, Queens.
Supreme
Team Queens? No.
Niggas didn't sleep on it. No, but
Fat Cat Queens? No.
Yeah, right. No, but niggas didn't sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we were. You know what I'm saying? We at my eras before me, that's how it was. That you came with the vigorous anger. You came with just so much vigor because you were slept on so much. And even too with the whole KRS-One and MC Shan battle and all that, right?
Sure indeed.
Don't get it twisted. Like, I guess how can I say it? All right. Queens didn't really come together on that per se. They did to a degree, but it wasn't like together like it should have been. You know what I'm saying? Because Queensbridge really don't fuck with like
the other side.
Queensbridge don't fuck with like North Side
or
South Side.
Vice versa. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a thing. But as far as if the energy, as far as if we came to something, it was definitely like we leaving our impact because you had to respect it at the end of the day. And also too, not for nothing, a lot of cats in hip hop came to Queens. You came to the Coliseum to get fresh, to get your chain, to
that's
get
a
your
fact.
sneakers,
That's a fact.
to get your leathers.
And you might have had to go through some problems when you left.
Right.
When we went to get our fronts in the Coliseum, the niggas from Brooklyn, you went about 10 deep to get your shits.
Right.
You might get robbed coming out. It's real.
Right,
It's
you
real.
know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So, everything like how I am, like as far as like being centered and being humbled and being focused, that's the Queens me. Now, the Harlem me, that's just straight, it could be the flashy, it could be the bravado, the shade, like right now, the shades on right now and everything of that magnitude and stuff. That, I'm the best of both worlds, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, I can never forget my hometown of Laurelton. Laurelton raised me. Laurelton's where, I seen the black ownership. And that's houses and that's businesses. So that's where my mindset, it's so fixed to a point like anybody try to come to me and tell me they stopping us, I can't fuck with you with that because of what I was raised up in. Like I witnessed black owners. You know what I'm saying? My neighbors were black. You know what I'm saying? Hell, one of my neighbors in hip hop that's known in hip hop, Mikey Destruction, Mikey D. He'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? He's from Laurelton, Queens, the LA Posse. You know what I'm saying? Like we was raised around people that own shit. So it's like I can never, not saying I can't relate, but I can never go in that belief system and thinking it can't happen. Like we can't get the ownership because I've seen it right in front of my face in my childhood.
Well, let me switch gears with you real quick.
Facts. Let's do it.
You're doing a lot. You're a whole lot in this industry,
That's
man.
what happens when you invest 13, 14 years.
Videographer, TV producer, independent actor.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about some of them things you're doing.
All right, I appreciate that, man. Nonetheless, I'll take it back. This all started in 2006, house party in Harlem. I met a fellow actor. He had put me on about central casting, about I think you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because even beforehand, everybody was trying to get me to get into modeling, get into acting, but I was caring about basketball because I was heavy. I was playing basketball heavy.
Yeah, I seen you in one of them basketball games that they had, like the
Balling for Peace.
Yeah, Sure did. Serious.
I did a couple of things. I mean, the team I was on, we won, but
oh, congratulations, congratulations.
There's a couple of highlights I had. I was focusing on basketball. Like, even though my mom's friends, her industry friends, and they were like, "Oh no, you got to put your son into mine." I didn't really care about it, because like I said, that's the Queens me again. Like I was just centered. I didn't really care about stuff like that. So fast forward 2006, house party lit in Harlem. The homeboy I'm talking to, he looked like Lupe Fiasco. It wasn't Lupe. He looked like Lupe.
He looked like Lupe.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Yo, bro, easy money. You can go to Central Casting downtown." And I was like, "Word?" He's like, "Yo, I'm in mad TV projects." And I was like, all right, cool. I said, you know what? Fuck it. What's the worst that could happen, right? Went downtown, Central Casting, 31st and 6th Avenue. So I'm giving that information for a reason.
Write that down. Write that down.
You know what I'm saying? So
all my actors.
So boom, I ain't gonna lie, man. Processing fee was light. It was like a light $25, $30.
Oh, that's great.
You know what I'm saying? Boom. I ain't gonna lie. I waited in the pool. I answered emails, sent my pictures and all that. I ain't gonna front. First joint they made me on, put me on was Law and Order.
Oh shit! Get out of here.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
background,
deep.
yeah, I did background acting on it and stuff like that.
And they pay you.
Yeah, I was paid and all that. Yeah, no, that's facts. That's super facts.
Time out.
Yeah, nah, we can talk about
time
it.
out.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I could start acting. we gotta get my headshots. I think I could do something. They could put me in The Wire too. Avon Barksdale, little cousin. But yeah, so what is that thing?
Yeah. So it started something big. You know, it started the move. It started getting going. You know what I'm saying? I was, started getting a couple of one-liners. Then from there, the next big major thing. I laughed at it first. I didn't think they was gonna really make me do it. So I'm in. So I don't know if you remember that movie Friends with Benefits.
No,
with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
I seen the commercial.
Okay, bet. So I'm actually in the choreography scene when they're by the red steps.
Okay.
So you could see
clearly see you.
No, you see me. You can see me. I mean, I put it on my Instagram. It's like a 15-second montage I put together. But it was funny, like what I went through with that, because I'm in my head. I'm from the hood. I'm like, my man, I'm not doing no choreography thing. And then they had us really like do the choreography for like 3 hours, like 2.5 hours. City of Lights. I know
you get more money for shit like that.
Yeah, right. So I remember the whole thing, like City of Lights, City of Dreams. And you want to continue the scene. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that.
That's
and
money.
That started sparking up more things for me. Then features like Elementary, Nurse Jackie and stuff like that. So then I really caught the bug and I really said, all right, let me focus on acting. So then I was in a couple of independent artists, music videos. I was in a couple of independent projects and stuff like that. And then I ain't gonna lie, there started to be a downfall. You know what I'm saying? Because I started struggling with it as far as I wasn't getting enough gigs.
So like basing your financial shit in real life off of that. It was hard.
Right. So things was getting shaky, and I ain't gonna front, man. I started going into like almost like suicidal like thoughts and attempts. And I ain't gonna front. I'll keep it a real buck with you. To everybody else, when I say it, they're shocked.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
is it the fact that you become, because I have a cousin that acts too, and he's very like black sheepish.
Okay.
And he was in Bronx Tale. Okay. Really big. Like he's in a lot of scenes. He gets beat up. Shout out to my cousin Justice. He gets beat up by the white boys on the bikes when he's riding past. He's the first one that gets thrown into the van. That's my blood cousin. Okay. No, not my blood cousin. That's my cousin.
That's what's up.
And he kind of like stays away. I think that he was doing commercials, everything, and he was such a high platform that everybody looked to him like the actor, and then when the gigs wasn't coming around, right, he kind of like drifted off.
Oh man, I could say that, because what it is we have to understand as a creative, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of things that go into play. You put a lot of energy into what you create, and also too, you're driven based off of what is the purpose. Just like what is the subject, what is the focal point, what is the end or whatever. And around that time, I was working really bad retail jobs and doing acting. So then when shit started struggling, I'm like, oh man, great, I gotta go back to this dumb shit. And I didn't have a purpose. So my thing was just straight up like, all right, it's either this purpose happened soon or I might as well just end it. You know what I'm saying? And I got front. I was really depressed like that, and I'll never forget it. Like, it was one night I was living in Dykeman. I walked up to like the 207 bridge, like right over the 207. If y'all know, that's between. It's not a real hype, but at the time, like I was like, I didn't give a fuck. Like it was like, it is what it is, whatever. And I got front. One leg in, one leg out. I'm like on the rail. And this Mexican, luckily God probably sent this Mexican, grabbed me up, threw me on the ground, cursed me out in Spanish, and all that. And,
is this where Reem'O Meerak is born? Did Reem'O Meerak spawn from this?
No. I'll get up to that. So basically, as far as my attitude is spawned from it. So I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to my homegirl Renee. You know what I'm saying? We went to I called up. I was crying. I called up. We went to BBQs, and I cried even more right there by Broadway and 164.
But did you cry because you went to BBQs?
No. No, I cried because it was just I let everything out. You know what I'm saying? Like the pain, the emotion, the because I was a pleaser too. I was a pleaser too. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really have that much self-love within me, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Right after that day, that's when the self-love started building, and the best and I'm gonna express this as best as I can. The way I did it, I don't advise anybody to do it. I self-help myself. And the way I did it, I did lose friends. I did step away from family. I just stepped away from everybody because I said the only way this can work and the only way I can get myself back to a state where I know I can focus and I can be happy is if I just figure it out myself. Now, I'm not suggesting that for anybody. If you can't do that, I advise you go get help. But for me, stepping back was the only way I could go forward. So as I stepped back, I lost a lot of friends, best friends and stuff like that. And fast forward to 2012, the best thing came into my life. I became a New York City public school educator. You know what I'm saying? And
you got to give a round of applause for shit like that.
Right.
Word.
Right. So as I'm working there, that's when the purpose started being built. Started being more intuitive about life, because I'm dealing with the youth and I'm guiding them the best way of my abilities. And, for the last 7 years, it's been amazing and it's helped with what I do in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And then fast forward to that, the Reem'O Meerak thing, I had put it on my mini documentary about how that happened. This was around my DSN days at the Matrix and stuff like that. We were doing like a press day. So it was Reem'O. So when I started in this industry, in the media industry, when I transitioned and I was in the media, my name was Reem'O the Social Dweeb, right? So there was another dude, his name is Reem'O. He was already known, Reem'O the Hitmaker. So we was doing a press day for him. So Mocha Marie, she was the host and I was co-hosting with her to interview this dude. So she says online, it goes, oh, wow, great. I'm in between two Reems. So right there, and you can see it on my face, and I'm just like, all right, nah, I got this shit. This shit got to change. This shit got to. So
you gotta make it distinctive.
Yeah, I have to be separate. No offense to him. Shout out to him. He does amazing music and producing. Never would discredit him. I said I need my own lane. I need my own niche. It has to be that. Like, no, the hell with this. So I'm at the crib. Like I'm literally at the crib with a notepad.
Trying to figure it out. The Reem'O part, I always had Reem'O because that was in the streets and that was with basketball. I always had Reem'O. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure. I'm like, yo, what can go with Reem'O, son? That'd be fire. That'd be distinctive. And then I just said my name backwards. So the Meerak is my name, is my real name, Kareem spelled backwards. Oh shit!
Right. So I started saying Meerak, miraculous. I'm like, nah, Meerak. Oh, that's it, Reem'O Meerak. So I ain't gonna lie. I took a break after my second season with Reem TV Radio. I took a break. So I took a long break, but I came back. So a third season, I just kept saying Reem'O Meerak. You already know, I'm Reem'O Meerak, like all over the place. So it started catching on. So a lot of people, and I always had my slogan, let the Ruger spray. Hey, yo, so if I went to an event, that's my man Reem'O Meerak. Let the Ruger spray. You know what I mean? So I just kept going with it. It
became a brand.
Right. So now fast forward, it's a blessing, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. To be in this game for like 13 years, will definitely be 14, 2020. But, to be here.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? To be here, to go through the travels, to go through the emotions, to the people I've met, even with Reem TV. You know what I'm saying? Reem TV now being its seventh season on Manhattan Neighborhood Network, seventh and last season.
And you won awards.
With it.
Talk to us about some of the awards you won for the work you've done.
The 2 awards I've won. It really should have been 5, but I'm not going to go in that route. It really should have been 5, but I'm blessed for the 2 that I have. The first one I got was in 2017 at the Hip Hop Film Festival via the Dang, I forgot the name of the summit. But it was like a sub summit under the Hip Hop Film Festival.
Okay.
So they gave me the award for Audience Choice Award. You know what I'm saying? So that, the audience dug, what I presented. You know what I'm saying? So that was my first award. I ain't gonna lie, I cried because I was.
That's big. When
I won that,
big.
that was year 10 of my career.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was deep. Like, anybody that knows when you're doing this, your 10th year, it really means something because you put a decade in of what you love.
To what you love.
And passion. And I even cried about because of what I, survived from. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I was going to end it all. The fact that, there was mad people that was telling me no. That was trying to put shade on my name and stop me from this and that. And to finally get accredited for something that I created. You know what I'm saying? I
thought to get an award for a thought. That's how I look at it.
No, right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I definitely cried. You know what I'm saying? And it was a great night, and then it sparked off even more things. You know what I'm saying? Sparked off for my media production brand, the Meerak Brand Productions. You know what I'm saying? Sparked off for more and more work. I started working with Daniel Jean. Daniel Jean, as y'all know, is the skit comedian on social media, social influencer. He was the first entertainer that I worked with. There's a skit I directed with Prince Z. His partner would jump in his truck and his mad girl screaming and yelling. I directed that.
Oh, get out of here!
Yeah,
I seen that.
I directed that. I put that together. He had filmed because the backstory to that was he just wanted to do it on one angle from his camera phone, which is respected because that's his brand. That's what he does. But I told him, I said, bro, you got to change it up.
I do this.
Yeah, you got to change it up. Let's do 2 shots. He's like, I bet. He trusted me with it. I bet. So I directed the 2. If you've seen the 2 cops that was chasing Z, I directed them to do the football swim move on the car and chase them under. So I took my Daniel had that's when the 10 first came out. So
okay.
Daniel had the iPhone 10. I had my 7 Plus, and I put it landscape. And the whole time. The funny thing with that one, I'm gonna give y'all a secret on that. We fucked up on that. You got to pay attention to it though. But it was a way I had set the camera. You got to really have a keen eye to see where the fuck up is at.
The average person won't see it.
Yeah. You got the keen eye. You know what I'm saying? So that even sparked things working with him. Then I started working with then I started doing private gigs. So I was at the Fit Expo in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Then that sparked to something else. And then now with one of my clients, Hip Hop Gamer from Hot 98, he's my homie too, but he's one of my clients that I do work for, that I produce.
What
for.
do he? I see him everywhere. Let me just say this. I see him everywhere. Is he a real video gamer though? Yo,
he is the man.
Okay, because I see him. He be having a belt with him.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's really a dude that's nice with this.
He's the man. He's the man. He's one of the dopest figures, and he's one of the dopest people.
He's interviewing everybody.
Yeah, he's one of the dopest people I've worked with. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been his producer for his platform called We Got Game for the last year. It's been an amazing ride so far. You know what I'm saying? It's been dope. You know what I'm saying? For him to have that much faith in what I do, you know what I'm saying? And it's just dope. Like, we've been creating some magic. We was on the red carpet for the Creed 2 movie premiere. That was fire.
Wow.
That was fire. Like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, and to mind you, we wasn't even supposed to be where we was out on the red carpet. So shout out to Hip Hop Gamer. We just finagled it. We was like, yo, bro, we bullying this carpet. Fuck this. We bullying this shit. Yo, he had interviews with Bridget Nielsen, Omari Hardwick, Chidi, the dude that wrote Luke Cage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we was on to a point. Like the ARs and PRs, they were trying to you guys got to get off. You guys are wild. Because
talking about shit.
Because the other media people were complaining.
I was say they probably
extra. We taking shit from Extra. We taking shit from MTV. All the major platforms, we're taking all the smoke away from them, and that's how it is with the Ruger spray, man. Like, with me, I'm different, man. I'm different. Like it's to a point. Like, you talking to somebody that is mainstream, and I'm independent at the same damn time. So you
very hard balance.
Right. You dealing with somebody. It's not games, man. I don't take this lightly, man. For real, straight up and down. I don't take this lightly, bro.
So you talked about one award you won.
Yeah.
What about the second one?
Oh man, the public. Oh man, that one was so funny because I'll tell you the story behind that. At M&N, as you know, as many of y'all know, if you work at public access studios, it's a 50-50 up and downy situation.
Explain to us what is public access, because a lot of people don't know what public access television
No, so
is.
public access is pretty much like it's community slash public production.
Shout out to the Brick.
Yeah,
that's the one for Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brick is the one for Brooklyn. BronxNet for Bronx. Manhattan Neighbor Networks for Manhattan. Queens is it Q Scan or something like that? I forgot Staten Island. But it's where independent producers, television producers like myself or yourself and the many, come to a place and create. And you're creating things for the community. You're creating things for the people, all the world to see. And it's a great place. I'll tell any creative, before you stress yourself out and think you can't get to a major studio, go there. It's a great resume builder and a half. You know what I'm saying? Once you pass the test, you have access.
You learn a lot, and you learn a lot.
And you learn a lot. You got real. Shout out to the. I just passed. I don't know if y'all seen on my gram. I just passed for my studio production. So now I'm fully a television producer now. Now it's field and I can use the studio for my show, which we're gonna talk about that too in a little bit. Yeah, man, it was a blessing, man, and I learned the basics from there, and that's why I've became what I became now. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I learned from when I was on set of Law and Order. I used to sneak off the set and look at the directors and see what they do, and sneak off in their editing rooms and see what they do with the edits and stuff like that. So now it culminates to, okay, take these lessons and everything's crisp. It's straight. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely big ups to. I would suggest that to anybody up and coming, and you want to be a creative behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? It's not just pick up a camera and shoot. It don't hurt to get the basic skill sets to keep what you're doing tight and keep what you're doing correct. And I'm telling you, man, it's a blessing, man. So shout out to Eminem, shout out to Public Media Access, period. And me winning that award, it broke the stigma I had. Because here's the thing. With public access producers, man, a lot of them bitches be getting gassed, bro. They be getting gassed off their own hype for no reason. And they be like, yo, fam, you here. Like, you've never been around production like that. You're here. You can't act like you the upper echelon. There's no fucking way. And then you come with garbage and putting up garbage on the airwaves. You know what I'm saying? I be just keeping it quiet. So then when I won that award, now everybody want to be my friend. Everybody want to be on Reem TV. Everybody want to help me produce Reem TV. I'm like, nah, fam. When I came here, y'all was giving me hell. Y'all was giving me smoke. I almost got into a fight with one producer when I first got there. And I hate to say it was a female. And I'm not condoning to fight females or women or whatever, but she was coming out almost on some racist type shit to a dude in a fishbowl. Like that's the people that help you out. And I was just like, yo, how can you treat them like that? And they help you out. You have a free service here. How are you getting something free, but yet you putting people down? I almost was about to wash up.
Let me say this.
Yeah, good.
Let me give a shout out to all those whack public access shows.
No, you give a shout out.
No, because there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
yeah,
there's a lot of whack.
They trash.
I know who you are. Y'all be all on my gram.
Right.
Y'all got the same backgrounds. The shit sucks. The shit sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. The shit sucks. A lot of that shit be whack. Shout out to my man Made for Kings.
Okay.
Who's been working with James Top for a long time. I said James Top? Yeah. James Top for a long time doing public access. So shout out to them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's like, yo, it's like you put I'm always one about, because I'm an artist too. I went to art and design and stuff like that. So I'm always about what you put into your craft. You know what I'm saying? Even like I told you a story earlier about me working with the graffiti artists. Y'all never gave them a whack piece. I made sure the character pieces, just like you said, your homie stay high. Yes, that is true. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure, like, all right, whatever piece I gave them, like, here, dude, here's the character. I didn't give him a whack character. I made sure. Same thing with the public access producers. It's like, bro, just because it's free, it don't mean you put up trash. Like,
please use it correctly. Use it correctly. But I want to go into something else. You have some new projects.
Oh yeah,
that's happening right now.
Oh,
one of them is you just launched your website.
Yes, last year, Reem'O Meerak.com. If you want to catch up to all my content, You want to hit me up on Twitch because I'll be on Twitch. I game too. You want to hit me up on Twitch. You want to follow me on Instagram. It's there. My link to Floss Magazine. I'm waiting for them to finish my section in Floss Magazine. Which is called Reem'O Cuts. Originally the cut stood for cannabis, urban, technology and sports. But then I thought about it. Now it's culture, urban, technology and sports. So now I could still cover everything. Because even though I said cannabis, it would have limited me.
Wait, time out though.
Yeah, right. Good.
We support the cannabis culture.
Oh, yes, that's facts.
We support the cannabis culture.
You see what I got on? You see the cookies?
Shout out to Burner. Shout out to everybody who indulges. Before we finish this, I got to go into a break before the harm 8. I'm going to indulge also. So tell us about this website, man.
So yeah, man, it's definitely more for my growing fan base. Still growing. You know what I'm saying? For them to easier to get to my content, and also too with the Meerak brand productions, you see displays of what the production can do. You know what I'm saying? And then the rates of my production, or what you want of us to do on my team, because I do have a team. For them to do. I mean, it's there. You know what I'm saying? The other project, the Reem'O Meerak podcast, is definitely coming back. Definitely coming back in the game. It starts next week, November 3rd. I can't wait for that. Basically, a podcast with opinions are opinions, the facts are facts, and the fuck's only given when needed. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, it's more of a creative narrative type of podcast. Mm-hmm. So, non-music artists is more like yourself. The Vandal album, definitely feel free to pull up. The business analysts, the authors, the managers, the PRs that are in the industry that never had a voice. Those are the ones I'm aiming for. A music artist, it's cool.
But they got a lot of platforms already.
It's cool, but I need the power players to be heard, because it's getting mixed and crazy out here and confused that they're not the ones behind who of your favorite artists have put them on the map. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like real rap.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So that's definitely what the initiative is with that. Also too with Floss Magazine. Shout out to Floss Magazine.
I was about to ask you. Tell me real quick about Floss Magazine.
So Floss Magazine, shout out to them. Shout out to Relisha. She's the editor-in-chief. Shout out to Paris. He's the owner. They put me on as their media correspondent. So now it's almost like what I do at Reem TV, but now with a publication. Okay. So definitely I've been pulling up to a lot of events as of late. Been airing some great content. Waiting for them to finish up my section, so that way you can see the Reem'O cuts and definitely get on with this movement. And then also too, fast forward.
How can they find the Floss Magazine?
You go to Floss Magazine, flossmagazine.com, okay. And on Instagram, all in one word, Floss Magazine. You know what I'm saying? Definitely 2020, I'm bringing back my talk show that I had before, Facts with Reem'O. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like the black Bill Maher, and I have ladies next to me, and they're going to speak their piece, about real topics and about entertaining topics about that matter. You know what I'm saying? And also to getting back into acting. So if you ain't see the gym videos, getting back in slim. So yeah, definitely it's going to happen, man.
Before we close out, man.
Yes.
What would be your ideal acting gig?
I'm not going to lie to you. I definitely want to get. I ain't gonna front. Even though there was a Luke Cage, I think I could be a better Luke Cage. Real talk.
Interesting. Is Luke Cage still on?
No, it's not on. Because the actor, he's on another platform.
Oh,
but I feel like the energy, the sarcasm, the bravado, I think I could put into that character.
Wait, let me ask to our audience. Did Luke Cage ever have a suit or something, like some type of like superhero suit on the show?
He had some he was chained up. When he was created, he was chained up. He was injected with like a serum.
Like the same thing like Captain America.
Oh, he's like a black.
Super duper.
10
times Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Like vulnerable to bullets, mad crazy shit.
Yeah.
The suit is like a yellow shirt because he was breaking out of the hospital, like, so he had a yellow shirt on and like rings on his hand.
Yeah.
I never really read the Luke Cage story. Power Man and Luke Cage, right?
They're the same.
Power Man and Luke Cage the same. Oh, see?
Yeah.
I gotta.
Power Man is his
Alter ego.
superhero.
Yeah.
Like his name for superhero. But like his alter ego is like Luke
Cage.
Cage in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Like he stay in the hood.
Right.
But whenever he like works with like other superheroes, he's Power Man.
Yeah. Right.
All right. I gotta check it out.
Right.
Where can the people find you?
Oh, yeah.
If they trying to work with you or anything.
Instagram and Twitter, you can hit me up on only Reem'O Meerak. That's ONLYREEMO Meerak MEERAK. And yo, just go to the website. You can hit me up on Reem'Omeerak.com. I also have a WhatsApp tab. So it hits me straight on my WhatsApp. If you want to hit me up, talk to me. As long as it's not no recklessness or nothing crazy, no goofiness, I have no problem answering back. If you hit me in the comment box on my website, it goes straight to my email.
Okay.
So that way, it goes straight. I'll hit you back. I got no problem. And yo, like I said, man, fuck with the team, man. Fuck with the Meerak Brand Productions, man. I got some shooters that apex predators.
Any last words you got to say to the peoples?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. To the people, I just want to say this. Put your 10 feet down. Keep going strong. Stay consistent. And definitely understand the business. Real rap. Definitely understand the business. You heard that?
I appreciate you for coming into the show.
Facts.
What you call it? You are always welcome to come through. We have other shows. We definitely want you to be on some of our other shows.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Any other shows, if they want me to come through, I'll pull up.
Yeah, we definitely because we got like 20 plus shows here. So we would love to have you on some other shows.
Right, facts.
We're about to get ready to take a music break. Can you put the volume up on my phone and make sure it's up?
Yeah.
When we come back, we will be discussing real writing. I'm not going to say graph because graph is the commercial word. We're going to talk about real writing.
Yes.
Real bombing.
Yes.
Not that commercial shit. Not that motherfucking, what do you call them thing? Wheat pasters. None of that shit. We no wheat pasting. No motherfucking bullshit. No bullshit. I'm talking about real rap. Real shit. And we're gonna go into another Wu-Tang song.
Facts.
Shout
out to the Wu.
Do me a favor. Go into the exact song that you was on. Go into one of those. It got the black and white ones. All right. We're gonna take a break. Thank you for tuning into the Vandal. I'm Mathematics. That's Reem'O Meerak. That's Sosa. We got motherfuckers in the building.
Yeah.
None of your motherfucking business. And we out of here. Peace.
Come out of the blow, so here comes the Wu-Tang crew. Reverses that curses zoom like taboo. Designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, you're alive. Recite to his vital, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the white owls, then break wild. Wow, west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stress. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming slickness. And a slang that seems to be addictive. I got the new rock, it all 32 watts. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Y.E. Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag, or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision? But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as a master to bastards who try to be sick like bastard, dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry 2 guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a guy. Rhymes in harmony like the soft lullaby. So give us who you love getting power you in 92 into the Wu. Can you go, Wu-Tang? Can you go, Wu-Tang? your neck. College quality.
Gotta get down all the way. Gotta get down all the way. Gotta get down all the way.
Come out off the blow, so here comes the Wu-Tang Crew. With verses that curses zoom like taboo. Designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, you're alive. Recite to his vital, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the White Owls, then break wild. Wild, wild west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stress. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming slickness. And a slang that seems to be addictive. I got the new rock that all sorty doo-wops. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go and do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Y.E. Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision? But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as I mastered two bastards who try to be sick like bastard dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry two guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a guy. Rhymes in harmony like a soft lullaby. So give us who you love getting power you. In 92, into the woo.
Can you roll, Wu-Tang? 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 Can you roll, Wu-Tang?
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan. Something new in 92. Coming through with the latest Vandal thing. So protect your neck. College quality. The law sees everything. That means peace.
Gotta get down all the way. Gotta get down all the way. Gotta get down all the way.
Come out off the blow, so here comes the Wu-Tang Crew. With verses that curses zoom like taboo. Designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, you're alive. Recite to his vital, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the White Owls, then break wild. Wild, wild west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stress. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming slickness. And a slang that seems to be addictive. I got the new rock that all sorty doo-wops. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go and do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang.
Can you roll, Wu-Tang? Can you roll, Wu-Tang? Can you roll, Wu-Tang? Can you roll, Wu-Tang?
Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Y.E. Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision. But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as I mastered two bastards who try to be sick like bastard dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry two guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a guy, what a guy. Rhymes in harmony like a soft lullaby. So give us who if you love to empower you. In 92, into the woo.
Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, tang? Can you roll, 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 tang?
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan. Something new in 92. Coming through with the latest Vandal thing. So protect your neck. Power equality. The law sees everything. That means peace.
Gotta get down. All the way. Gotta get down. All the way. Gotta get down. All the way.
Come out of the blow, so here comes the Wu-Tang crew. With verses that curses zoom like taboo. Designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, girl, I recite to his vitals, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the White Owls, then break wild. Wow, wow, west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stress. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming slickness. And a slang that seems to be addictive. I got the new rock that all what he do wants. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go and do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang.
Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, tang?
Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Y.E. Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag, or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision. But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as I mastered two bastards who try to be sick like bastard dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry two guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a guy, what a guy. Rhymes in harmony like a soft lullaby. So give us who if you love to empower you. In 92, into the woo.
Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, roll, tang? Can you roll, tang? Can you roll, 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 tang?
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan. Something new in 92. Coming through.
Gotta get down. All the way. Gotta get down. All the way. Gotta get down. All the way.
Come out of the blow, so here comes the Wu-Tang crew. With verses that curses zoom like taboo. Designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, girl, I recite to his vitals, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the white owls, then break wild. Wild, wild west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stress. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming slickness. And a slang that seems to be addictive. I got the new rock that all sorty doo-wops. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go and do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Y.E. Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag, or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision? But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as I mastered two bastards who try to be sick like bastard dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry two guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a guy. Rhymes in harmony like the soft lullaby. So give us who you love getting power you in 92 into the woo.
Can you go, Wu-Tang? 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 Can you go, Wu-Tang?
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan. Something new in 92. Coming through with the latest triangular thing. So protect your neck. Power equality. The law sees everything. That means peace.
Gotta get down. All the way. Gotta get down. All the way. Gotta get down. All the way.
Come out of the blow, yo, here comes the Wu-Tang crew. Reverses that curses zoo like taboo. Designed by the mastermind on the mic. Yeah, girl, I recite to his vital, so I ain't do my title. There's no survival for any rivals. Check it, my style is perfected. I attack when y'all least expect it. So bow, kowtow to the Shaolin style. Puff the white owls, then break wild. Wild, wild west. Oh yes, I suggest. About to the beat, release all your stress. I got the proper hip-hop to rock ya. Hit it with the Wu-Tang flow, call a doctor. But there's no sickness, only rhyming slickness. And a slang that seems to be addictive. I got the new rock that all sorty doo-wops. Love to grab a Bluetooth and dance on the block. So go and do your thing, and let me do my thing. Buzzer bang, into the Wu-Tang.
Can you go, Wu-Tang? Can you go, Wu-Tang? Can you go, Wu-Tang? Can you go, Wu-Tang?
Those who try to oppose me or even overthrow me be taking more falls than Y.E. Coyote. You can't snag me, ragtag, or bag me. I have your ass running and Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Make decisions to what? Catch that vision? But I escape right from your fucking vision. Blasted as I mastered two bastards who try to be sick like bastard dick bastard. I got the remedy to kill off my enemy. Carry two guns on my side like Yosemite. Damn, hot damn, my style is mad slam, I slam. That's the kind of man that I am. The black butterfly, what a guy. Rhymes in harmony like the soft lullaby. So give us who you love getting power you in 92 into the woo.
Can you go, Wu-Tang? 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 Can you go, Wu-Tang?
Yeah, the Wu-Tang Clan. Something new in 92. Coming through with the latest triangular thing. So protect your neck. Power equality. That means peace.
Peace, 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 peace. You are now watching the Vandal Hour, Season 6, live on S.STREET Media. I am Mathematics, and I'm the motherfucking host. Sosa's on the motherfucking boards of camera. He's going to do some adjusting, make sure that all the camera shots is good and shit. Shout out to Reem'O Meerak, who was just on. Dope interview. I appreciate him coming through the Vandal Hour studios. Shout out to everybody who's in the motherfucking building. You know who y'all are. I definitely want to start this a little bit different. You know what I mean? I want to introduce this writer. I really respect what he's doing right now. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say this. I appreciate him even coming here. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you why I say that. This kind of reminds me of our first episode in season 1 when Noxer came on. It was a big move at that time. 5 years ago, it set the tone. Noxer set the tone. Shout out to Noxer, D.O.D. He set the tone for what we trying to do. And what we trying to bring back in season 6 and season 7, really season 7 is going to be crazy. But we trying to bring back the people who's really doing this shit, and the people. I mean, in the aspect of people who's really, it's not no social media thing. You know what I mean? When you talking about a person who really gets busy, I want to introduce to y'all Jersey. Let me say Newark's. Newark's. It's a reason why I'm saying that. Newark's, one of them top shotters. My man, Hey, in a motherfucking building. How you doing, God?
Peace. How you, bro?
Everything's good. Make sure his mic is turned up. The gain on the top, so he could sit where he's at. Put the gain, yeah, so he could chill where he's at. Make sure his mic is up a little bit more. Yeah. How you doing, God? You good?
All is well.
Yo, I appreciate you for coming to the Vandal Hour, man. You've been hanging out with us before this, and it's always a great build with you. I'm glad we get to actually build with you on camera. You know, you represent a different scene that's going on, and from what I'm seeing, the scene is it's kind of like a throwback to what was going on in the '90s and where you be at. You represent, Newark. For a lot of people who don't know Newark, a lot of y'all wouldn't be able to live in Newark. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Newark ain't for everyone. Newark ain't for everyone. You know what I mean? Let me be honest with you. Newark ain't for everyone. But you're doing some raw shit in this motherfucking gutter ass spot, man. So I respected you, Kiki, and everybody you've been rocking with. Describe Newark's graph scene for the person who never been there.
It's pretty much gritty and grimy, pretty much for the most part. You got the artsy people out there, you got the pieces and all that, but for most part, if you bomb like that, it's definitely the spot for that. A lot of abandoned shit, a lot of abandoned lots, abandoned buildings, dope fiends everywhere. So
sound like the Bronx. That wasn't a shot. That wasn't a shot. Shout to the Bronx. Everybody who's representing the Bronx. We love the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan. But it's gritty out there.
Definitely.
Outside of yourself, who are some of the other people that is doing their thing out there?
You got Answer, definitely. Zexa. You got the homie Snub, Kiki. My man Flacco. It's a lot of people out there. I don't want to forget nobody, but it's a lot of people hitting them up out there.
Yo, I watched a couple of your videos. Let me say this, man. Your videos remind me of state your name type-ish. You know what I mean? It has that vibe. It has the vibe of when Videograph was going with the writer bombing. You know what I mean? It has that vibe. The music complements it. You know what I mean? The first time I met you, I spoke about one of your videos, the sewer one. That you was going to like some hole in the floors type shit.
It wasn't a sewer, but I know what you're talking about though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was like the first time I actually paid attention.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at this, I say, yo, this dude, like, it made me pay attention. Like, I was like, so when I finally meet you, and we was at the old office, I had to say, like, I watch your shit. Your shit is exciting. It's not like you doing this shit and you're bombing a legal war.
Yeah.
Let me say this. I gotta say this, man. A lot of dudes be making videos, like they hitting something, and it might be in their backyard. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might be in their backyard. They might hit the same wall 30 times, different color shit, like they going somewhere else, and it's the same goddamn wall. They got fucking masks on, they got gloves on, these motherfuckers got bulletproof vests on, and shit like that. So I gotta say, your shit is raw, it's real.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? What made you get into that mindset of putting that together the way you do?
We just wanted to separate ourselves, like me and the brothers. I fuck around with and bomb it. We wanted to separate ourselves from everybody else and just show how we do it. Cause we don't do well, sometimes, I'm not gonna say, but for the most part, we don't do the 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning shit. We do it prime time, action, hella traffic, people outside, more of adrenaline rush, you know?
So let me ask you this. And everybody do writing for different reasons. Some people are fame chasers. Some people are, the financial chaser. You like the rush?
Bro, I like the rush, and this shit keeps me sane, man. It keeps me sane. Like, I hear a lot of people, they say, if somebody say something against a nigga, they be like, oh, I don't give a fuck, I do this shit for me. You only doing this shit for you if, motherfucker, you feel like you gotta do it. That's how I feel. When I wake the fuck up, I'm doing fills in my fucking dreams, bro. When I wake the fuck up, I want to write.
I like that type of dream.
I want to write. I mean, like, during the day when I'm handling my business shit, I'm like, damn, I gotta hit something, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna feel right. My attitude gonna be off, everything. So like, that's when you're doing it for you. When that shit becomes a fucking necessity, damn near addiction.
Do you have, like, a lot of people who do what they do? Are you a person like that take pictures of your shit, or do you like when other people take the pictures and shit like that?
We document all our shit.
I gotta say, the reason why I say that, and I'm the reason why I was a person who did graph a long time, and I was kind of light on documenting my shit. You gotta understand, it was a different time. You didn't have a phone with you that had a camera. True. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the places that we went, I didn't go back to. You know what I mean? Like, this is me. Shout out to Own, my graffiti partner when I was younger, OWN, who still do pieces and shit like this to this day. We used to go places that, we didn't want to go back. We got there, we got our shit off. Yeah, the picture.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody go back.
That's part of the whole filming the shit while we doing this shit, because the shit might not be there in the morning. You might have a motherfucker business owner that's serious about keeping this shit clean. So you try to go back and take the daytime flick, that shit gone already.
It also proves, and I'm gonna say this, in this culture, it seems like the ones who hold the most power is the ones that have more proof of what they done. Let me repeat what I just said. The people who hold more power in this culture is the ones that have more documentation of what they done. A lot of us did a lot of shit, but didn't document it. You know what I mean? So the wars tell different stories.
Yeah,
definitely. You know what I mean?
Definitely. That's like, bro, like, Instagram, that shit could be smoke and mirrors for any one of us. What I like to see when I go to somewhere where there's a writer from and I actually see his shit, fuck the grind. Like you said, the proof, the people that got the proof, how he was raised, you got the flag in your arm, you got to show and prove. I could tell you anything, but if I can't show you that shit through ways of actions and actually things that's concrete, a motherfucker ain't gonna never believe that shit. Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, you did that back in the day, but I ain't never see that shit. Know what I mean?
I'm gonna give a shout out to STEM YNN. I'm gonna say why. He's one of them dudes that saved everything. He got every black book. He got every picture, like the pictures from back in the days. He got every year. Another person, Noxa, DOD. If you never seen his photo album, I'm going to tell you from personal experience. He has every year that he bombs in one book. So if you notice, he has the years in his shit. He has, in his photo album, he has every year. So he could see the transformation. You could see the 89 one to now in the same book. It looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks crazy. Shout out to that brother. I agree with you, God. I agree with you. Let me say this. You've been doing your thing a lot, man. Shaking and baking and all that. You know, and I say like it's a chase for the crown. Do you feel that, you know, you could get to the top of this game without going through any conflicts?
It's inevitable, bro. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen, regardless of whom or what. Whether you the most gangsters motherfucker or you the most softest motherfucker, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get into it with somebody. Know what I mean? That's just how this shit go. It's laid out that way. Whether you survive through the shit and rise above it, that's the test. Know what I mean? Ain't no kingdom ever won on this earth with peace, bro.
None. That's a fact. Oh yeah, no lie to you. That was some real Machiavelli-ish shit you just dropped just now. So we must come to the conclusion that graft and violence is synonymous.
It go hand in hand, bro. Go hand in hand.
How you feel about violence within our culture? What's your perspective? What's your outlook on it?
As far as graffiti?
As far as graft.
It's necessary. It keeps people in line. You know, like without violence, without motherfuckers getting knocked over the head. And some people don't agree with the gun shit, but if that's what you ask for and it come your way, that's what the fuck it is. Like, violence comes with this shit. You're in the street. You're doing a crime. You're dealing with other criminals. Just because you come from the fucking suburbs and shit like that and go right on walls, you're coming into the hood where there's hood motherfuckers that do other shit besides right on the walls. So when you get what you're looking for, you got a story to tell years later. How motherfuckers chased you down and had you steaming it. Know what I mean?
Yo, heavy is the head. Heavy is the crown for the person who chooses to carry it. It's heavy. It's you as you say. There's no kingdom won by peace. You got to go through war to obtain it.
Everything is
and
a
protect
war.
it.
Everything is a war, Lord, whether it's mental or physical. Because I posted on my story one day and a lot of people was hitting me. I used the old KRS quote, "Kings lose crowns, teachers stay intelligent." Ooh. You got to teach these motherfuckers, man. The crown gonna be there. That's for the people to decide. What I'm gonna decide is to be a teacher. I'm gonna show motherfuckers how this bombing shit really go. Whether motherfucker like me or not, they motivated.
Definitely. They can't deny it.
They can lie to each other. They can't lie to themselves. Know what I mean? They definitely motivated.
Let me ask you this. Describe a normal night of Harm 8 going out doing what he do. You know, you can leave the details out because I don't much no troubles, but like an average night of bombing, like what do it look like?
Oh man.
16 cans in.
Definitely live, bro. Just when I go look for a spot, especially if I'm doing it like at a live time, I like to feel the atmosphere. I like to feel the energy from the people and shit like that. Like sometimes I get out the car and be like, all right, I can pull this shit off. I'm watching how people walking, how fast they walking, when the lights change and shit like that. Now, I mean, because I don't want to say too much, but it's ways to do shit.
I understand.
You know, everything is math. So I gotta give it to him like that. I gotta deal with that math on that shit first. I can't just walk into no situation dumb, deaf, and blind, because people be like, bro, you be wilding. I don't be wilding. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Know what I mean?
Yo, no, not to cut your wisdom, but I used to chill with my brother. You know, I'm not gonna say no names. I just chill with my brother, and people don't understand that, you know, a chemistry when you bombing is a chemistry, especially when you with someone else.
Definitely.
And sometimes you might be with a person who timing and how they look at it be different. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you an example. I done went bombing with a person who's drunk. I'm not gonna say no names. And a person who's drunk, sometimes they want to write when they feel like writing. Anyway. Like they don't. There's no timing thing. It's like, yo, nigga, pass me the paint. Like, no, the police is around the corner. Pass me the paint. You know, so it's a timing, and you gotta. So when you meshing with someone, with someone in bombing, you gotta have that synchronicity.
Definitely.
Who do you feel you have that best with?
Far as bombing?
Like bombing wise, who you feel you have that synchronicity? You're on the same type of time, moving the same type of way.
Bro, the main people I write with, because it's not just one. We all have that same energy. No getting high, no drinking while we bombing.
I agree.
Everybody on point.
I agree.
Because like you said, it's all timing. And time creates change. So we either trying to change the appearance on this wall, or we going to change our situation being free or locked behind a cell.
Fact,
I mean,
though.
so that timing got to be on point. I can't have you drunk, you're a liability. You can't be high, you're a liability. I might be hitting something, you supposed to be looking out, you done dozed, you done fucking nodded off or some shit. The liquor done came down, know what I mean? So you gotta be sober. You could do that shit after, if that's your vice.
I agree.
That's your choice.
I agree with you 100%. Have you ever had a time that you had to tell a person like, yo, boy, you gotta chill? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we save it for another day. Have you ever had to have, like, you with someone and they intoxicated and they want to, like, go do what they do and you like, yo, boy, I don't think today's a day for us to do.
I ain't fucking with them if they like that. I ain't fucking with them if they like that, bro. I got shit to lose, and I'm quite sure they got shit to lose. I'll be a fucked up motherfucker to let them do that shit and put themselves in that situation, knowing they not on point. Know what I mean?
That's a fact.
I could yell out pigs, and they so fucked up they won't even hear me. Know what I mean? So we got to keep each other safe. The whole mission, yeah, we gonna hit some dope spots, we gonna do some hot shit, but the whole mission is to get where we need to get after the mission is done.
And get away.
Definitely.
A lot of people commit crimes, and it's easy to commit a crime, but it's hard as fuck to get away with it. You can rob the bank all you want, but how long will that money stay in your possession? Because a lot of people get caught after the crime. You know what I mean? So, you know, last week we had Amuse here on the show. Shout out to Amuse, dope interview. If you didn't check it out, go to YouTube and put the Vandal Hour in. You could put Amuse, the Vandal Hour, check it out. It was a good interview. But me and Amuse was talking about women in graph. And our conversation was like that a person that we know should be in the high rating of women who do graph. And when we broke it down, it's probably only like 20 women that is actually could be said, like period. Like I'm saying period. All years. We put all years from the Lady Pinks to now. How do you pay attention to the women writers?
I've paid attention to whoever write.
How you feel about what's going on in their world? Like the 17s, the GSs, the Lexuses, the I'm not going to say this fake name. I was going to joke, but I'm not going to say the joke because the joke would be in bad humor. But fuck that person who snitched on everybody and brought everybody down. You know who you is. I hope she sees this. But yeah, how you feel about the female that's moving the females that's moving around right now?
I love it. You know why? Because it's different for a female bombing than from a male. They got a lot of things against them. Like, if a female bomb with more than 2 different dudes, she's a groupie.
Woo! Ooh, that's
I
crazy.
mean, that's
crazy.
just how people view her. If she bond with more than 3 dudes, she fucking everybody in the graph game. That's just how people look at it. So for them to go through shit like that and still remain strong, I don't have nothing but respect for them.
I agree. Give me 2 females you feel, all periods, no years, no none. 2 females that you feel really rock, who really rock or rocked.
2?
2.
I got 3 though.
Give me 3.
17, GS, and Karma.
I like you. You picked 3 that I definitely like. I'm gonna add 1 to the list because she's a personal friend of mine. No nepotism, meaning not favoritism. I'm gonna say a person because when they did what they did it well, and she's a good friend of mine. I don't know. I mean, Naisha. That's Naisha is how you say your name. I gotta say the Naisha, Queen Naisha.
Dope.
Yo, definitely. Like she had a hand like a man.
Yeah.
No disrespect. But like she wrote ill. Her shit look ill, stylish. You know what I mean? Hot spots. She was with the shits. Yeah, I gotta shout her out. Whoever know Naisha, let her know that we definitely respect what she was doing.
Hold on, not to cut you off. Shout out Grandma, aka Jamo KGK. Man.
Oh, shout out to the guard, man.
Man.
Yeah, shout out to the guard, man. We got a nice canvas back here, looking crazy. Can they see it on camera? Yes. Shout out to everyone who's on that. Who's the faces?
That's Jamo. The faces is the homeboy Flacco. And you know, that's me and Kiki up there.
Yo, shout out to Flacco, man. I like those faces, man. And shout out to my man Kiki, man. Know what's crazy? Kiki, he gave us a piece of art. And that art has been in a lot of shows since he gave it to us. That's how we know it is, because we trying to give, it's easy to just have it on a Vandal hour, but it's to open up this shit to the other world, the people who don't know about what's going on. And they always ask questions about who and what is on the wall. So, you know, respect to them. How you feel about graph politics, man? Are you a Republican or a Democrat? Now I'm just fuck with you, but how you feel about graph politics? Are you with it?
Not at all. Is in order to deal with graph politics, bro, that's meaning you having somebody saying they're a hierarchy over you. You fucking crazy. I don't look up to no another man. Nah, man, never have, never will.
Yo, know it's crazy. Sometimes when I know it's funny, and I say this to Sosa all the time. Sometimes people come around me that, you know, either way they come around, and a lot of the sayings that they say is sayings that I say all the time. Like, no lie to you. And so, like, when I bump into a person who I already know what the mentality is, that is a fact. That is a fact, man. I like hand styles, man. Hand styles is very important. I think hand styles tell a lot about a person, a lot about where they come from. You could, you know, for some, you could tell. I guess a lot of bushwick riders have a certain look. Like when you see they tag, it has a certain look. A lot of the white boys, no disrespect. A lot of the dudes that come from out of town, a lot of the ones from the writers from everywhere else, they have a kind of a distinct style. Like the Cali dudes, you could tell like the Cali dudes,
yeah.
The Philly people, the real stretch tags and stuff like. Let's apply that to Newark. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about the hand styles out there. What's usually common in the Newark hand styles? Like what should we be looking for when we look at the Newark hand style?
In reality, the hand styles in Newark will more or less be a mesh of different places, different things, and also people's own creativity. I mean, that's right. If we're dealing with right now, that's everywhere because of the social media and the YouTube. And you know, people watching the old VCR tapes from back in the days before scrapyard used to sell paint. I mean, back then. So a lot of the styles developed from other places, and people mesh them all together. Because sometimes you can't tell where a dude from. Sometimes you look at it like,
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
dude from West Bubble fucked somewhere. Know what I mean? So, you know, but hand styles in Newark, definitely dope. Definitely dope. Definitely dope. My man Snub, he's crazy with it. Answer has a dope hand style. Nemo has a dope hand style. Shout out to my bro Avid too. Know what I mean? KGK. You know?
Let me say this. Who
Those Shore.
in the Harm 8 world, man? How was you brought to this game? Like what how did you get involved with this culture? What influenced you? What were some of your influences?
All right, when I was growing up in Newark, it was like gangs and shit. Not Bloods, Crips, Lion Kings. I'm talking about way back in the fucking day. They had a gang called the Avenues. They had a gang called the Wild Bunch, Hellraisers. You know, leather jacket, patch, all that type of shit. So the Avenues was like from my neighborhood. But I used to always see that shit tagged up anywhere I go, Avenues. So I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers. At the time, it just seemed like they was fucking worldwide with the tagging shit. But then you had people that spawned out of there in those neighborhoods that used to tag like BBD1. And this will tell you how old that shit is because BBD stood for Beatboxing Dwayne.
Wow.
I mean, that was his tag. You had an older stick-up nigga named ESP. He used to write. Rest in peace, J-Ru, Jeru. His crew was NRG. He used to piece and shit. He had the hole down there in Stratford. That's like the projects. Prince Street was on the other side of that shit. And he had like the whole, his own little pit in the middle. Niggas ain't going down there bombing if you ain't from the fucking hood. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, rest in peace to him. And also, you know, a lot of people, it's a brother that just passed recently. His name was Jerry Gant. A lot of people know him as Jerry Gant, but he was Nas to us growing up. Nas RTW, Jerry RTW, like that motherfucker was everywhere. Him, BBD, you had the kid Norm, LTD, Polo Ice, shit, you had AWC cats later on. You had WSA cats, they was from like the Velsburg section. We had beef with them back in the day. I mean, KBN, Killers by Nature, like hood motherfuckers. Like you go in they shit and motherfuckers catch you up there, they taking your shit or dumping at you. Know what I mean?
It sounds like old New York. Sound like old New York.
Yeah, so it's like, but what people gotta realize, Newark and like the boroughs always had like a type of connection because it's a bunch of foul motherfuckers and foul motherfuckers gonna relate to each other regardless. You know what I mean? Motherfucker going, oh, y'all do this out there too? Well, I'm going to come out there and do X, Y, and Z. Oh, you got that? You know how it goes.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to all my Jersey people. You know who you is.
Word.
Graph right now. Like what's going on right now. How do you feel about it?
I actually love it. You know, a lot of older heads are upset. You know, they get upset with the youth and you know what's going on, but you gotta understand they up and coming. If motherfucker keep shunning a motherfucker and say, oh, y'all this and y'all this, that, and the third, how the fuck they gonna learn? They only gonna grow to hate y'all. And then when they go over, y'all like, oh, these fucking toys.
Graph in the streets. Graph in the streets. Same shit.
Bro, listen, I tell a motherfucker, nobody want to hear the old shit, bro. The young niggas don't want to. It's a saying in the hood. And I ain't talking about Graph. I'm talking about in the hood. Nigga don't give a fuck about that body you caught 10, 15 years ago.
Facts.
Nigga don't care about the money you got 10, 15 years ago. They tell an old head nigga, update your resume, bro.
What's going on right now?
You got to update that shit.
What's going on right now? And let me say this. And I have a son that's going to be 17 next month. A lot of things that you're saying is how I speak to him. And what I mean by that is a lot of people think they OGs because they're older. Let me repeat
Negative.
that. Let me repeat that. A lot of people think that they're OGs because they're older. Now, I'm going to explain that, and I'm going to make it real short. You have a lot of the real killers, dealers, that's not here no more. You know what I mean? The time took them out. So a lot of people who's left around claim these titles because there's no one to dispute the title. You understand? So they OGs by what's that word?
Default.
By default. Know what I mean? Dudes didn't do nothing. They just was in their house the whole time. When everybody's gone now, they come outside now. Like, I could walk out here amongst these little young kids and be somebody. Yeah, I'm anti that. Let me just say that. And me and my cousin speak about this all the time. I'm anti that. All them niggas.
The young boys anti that too. That's why they be busting them
That's a
old
fact.
niggas' eyes. Know what I mean?
I know it's the deeper part. Like as an older person, when I was younger in my swing, I always fucked with the ones behind me. You see, I went to war with the older dudes. Now, I mean, let me say that. Let me rephrase that. They didn't give it to us. That's a better phrase for it.
They never will, bro.
They never gave it to us. So we had to become who we was by doing what we did. So it's a different time. But I definitely be talking about these type of things, and these are things that on the Vandal Hour I like to bring attention to, because we are very street orientated. Like, even though I don't do what I used to do, I am still connected that way. And I want to make sure that the young people that come behind us have a full understanding of what the streets has for you. And I'm going to direct you, and I'm going to and if I could give you some wisdom, I'm going to give you some wisdom. If I can't, I'm going to
whatever you need, Lord.
I'm going to put the book down. Even if I can't give it to you myself, I'll put the book down. It's going to come to a time that you're going to pick up the book. When the book is in that room long enough, there's going to be a reason why you're going to need to pick up that book. So we talking about, and this goes on in Graph.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the people, OGs in Graph that looked out for someone younger.
The real ones.
Who gave them styles. Who told them how to move. You know what I mean? Shout out to those people, because, you know, PG. A lot of people speak about PG. PG was one of them dudes. You know what I mean? PG was one of them dudes that had people under him. What's my other man? Stack. STAK. Another person who had a lot of proteges under him. Shout out to those dudes that did that, because a lot of people didn't do that, man. Shout out to my man Men1. My man Men AMK, not the RTW one, but the AMK one. He was a person like that. He took a lot of writers around my way and put them under the belt. So let me say this. You know, this is a hip hop show, and you know I know you a hip hop person. Who you feeling right now, hip hop wise?
Well, I fuck with Griselda heavy, but you know when
who's your favorite Griselda right now?
Mine's is West Side Gun, because he talked that shit. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I like West
Side Gun talked that shit, man.
I'm a Benny the Butcher fan. You know.
Oh, definitely. I fuck with all of them, but West Side
Me
Gun.
too, all though.
Know what I mean?
Yo, it's they right now. They got this shit on Smash.
They fuck with Chef G.
I haven't heard. No, this is funny. His name keep coming up with Pop Smoke. Like whenever you hear Pop Smoke, you hear. I haven't heard his music though.
Bro, when we driving and we out, because that's what the fuck we doing. We out here drilling, nigga. I need that Chef G on, man, for real.
So that's the shit that you like to get amped to.
Definitely.
I could dig that. What you call it? He's being. Let me say this. I haven't heard one song, but his name is mentioned all the time. I'm gonna put him on our radio show because I heard his name so much that I gotta put it on our radio show. Make sure you check out Straight Gas Radio on the radio. 905 FM every Friday morning from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. We cursing, we doing all that shit. We don't give a fuck. Yo, so hip hop wise, Chef G. Who else you fucking with? Besides Griselda and Chef G.
Man, that's all that's in the whip right now, though. Nah, man.
Okay.
I fuck with all kind of music though, but that right now, that's what's in the whip right now.
If you could pick 3 old songs from the past that you really like, what 3 songs would you pick?
Heaven to Hell, Raekwon and Ghost.
That's a good one. That's one of my favorites.
Shit, another Raekwon shit with Freedom Building on it. What's that? North Star.
Ooh.
And you know, 12 Jewels by RZA. I just picked them 3 right there.
That's a good. I'm just gonna say this. I just went and looked and found this song. If you never heard the song by Dead Prez or Dead Prez,
Prez.
they have a song called "Food, Clothing, and Shelter."
Yeah.
I just found it. It was in Loud's early days. This when you heard that song, you heard Punishers. You Ain't a Killer. They had a Raekwon song. They had a Mobb Deep song. This is like Loud's promotional tape, and that song was on there.
They got a song with Prodigy.
You see?
An old joint.
That's Loud. That's the old Loud. Did you watch the Wu-Tang television show?
True.
How you feel about it?
It's dope. It's dope.
It is. It is. Make sure y'all watch this Wu-Tang television show. We need them to make a season 2.
They got to though, because
Please.
it went off the way it went off. It got to.
They got to. Shout out to the person who played Attila. He brought a different twist to the whole. I wasn't expecting that part to come. So that was to me.
Attila was my god.
Me too. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, dude, you didn't give me my fucking commissary. Bam. Yeah. Shout out to the guy who plays Attila. It was a great scene. He was a great actor on the show. Right now, graph-wise, we about to close out, but I want to ask you this. Graph-wise, if you could do a canvas with 5 people on it, any era, any time, any place, who would the 5 people you would do the canvas with?
Anytime, any place.
Yeah, anytime, any place. You got 5 people you could put on the canvas with your name. And you know you got the biggest spot. I make sure you got the center biggest spot. Who be the 5 other people on that canvas?
All right, it's a brother from Newark from back in the day named Soul One. I definitely had Soul One on there. They used to have the shit down by the projects on Smash, him inside with the chrome and black blockies and shit. That's like the 80s.
Okay.
Late 80s, early 90s. Know what I mean?
They still rocking to this day, or
they still do shit here and there, but they don't be out going crazy.
Okay.
Shit, but they still around.
Okay. Shout out to them.
VFR.
That's a fact.
Because, and I say that, you know, back in the early 90s when we used to come, because, you know, we had to go uptown to handle our business back then. I used to see that nigga shit everywhere. Know what I mean?
Shout out to VFR, WKS. To me, I'm gonna say this. You just named one of my favorite writers. That's like one of the, my top 5. That's one of my top 5.
I don't know, bro, because everybody else gonna be like my team.
Okay,
shit,
that could be it. I can understand that. So Kiki.
Yeah.
Okay, Dose,
Shore, Zexa, Snub, Answer, Prove, you know, Jamo, that's my guy.
Rest in peace to Asp, WTO.
True.
You know what I mean? One of the real gangsters in his game. One of the original gangsters in the grab game. You know what I mean? Did a lot of shit. Real nigga. You know what I mean? Definitely represents Southside, Williamsburg. Real nigga. That's all I can say. Williamsburg shit. I'm glad you came, God. It was a great conversation, man. You know what I mean? I knew I would get a good conversation from you. You know what I mean?
Not for nothing. It was a pleasure. You know why? Because I wasn't gonna come, bro. I wasn't gonna come, and I didn't want to. For one, I didn't want to back out on my word. The only reason because I read bro text late. I didn't know he was gonna post the shit with my name on it.
And be honest with you, I thought, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I sent that, I didn't know the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but I thought that was okay. I'm not gonna lie to you. I sent it for the first time yesterday. Let me just put it. So when I sent that, I was kind of nervous and disturbed by that. I'm gonna be honest with you. On my behalf, me and him didn't speak about it. He told me who was coming.
Yeah.
But usually we put special guests. You know what I mean? So I apologize for that happening.
No, it's peace. But you know, when I looked at it, I said, the 26, harm 8, 2 and 6, 8. balance of life, I'm there.
Build to destroy.
Indeed, I'm there.
Yo, I appreciate you, man. Let me say this, man. And from day one, even when we was in the other side and you caught the bathroom, and the guy, you know, the funny guy, I'm not going to say, you know, I'm going to keep this politically correct. But the funny guy got the nerve to come to me like, yo, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. That shit been there. They been right in this fucking whatever that building was. Fuck out of here. So I appreciate you for coming through, man. As I say, you set the tone. And I'm going to be honest with you. I just took over this job. Shout out to everybody who came before me. I just took over the job. I've been here for 5 years. I wrote every episode that ever came out of the Vandal album. But I'm behind the desk now. And I wanted it to be different. I didn't know how I was going to make it different. And I didn't know how I was going to keep it going. I had many conversations about not doing the show no more. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. But I didn't know what can I make to make this keep it going? Like, for interesting for me and for the people who watch it. And I wanted to set a different style of conversation. You know what I mean? I used to write the questions for a person, and I think that was a different format. I think the fact that now I know who it is, I'm a studier, I'm a reader, I'm a person, I want to know who I'm going to interview, and I don't want to be no cornball interview.
True indeed.
You know what I mean? So I think that we set the tone. Shout out to Muse, who we set the tone with also. Shout out to Arab, TC5. Great interview. These 3 interviews and Pardon Self Cause, these 4 interviews to me has been what I'm going to bring into season 7. Season 7, you know, it's the Pardon Self. Yeah, season 7. Oh shit, it just hit me just now the number that it was. But season 7 is going to be different. I want to bring crews up. I want to have roundtable conversations. I want to bring the females back. We had a great female panel before. We're definitely going to be doing that. We will have a DJ. We will have a DJ. You hear me? Swift, we need a DJ. We need sound effects. We don't got no music. The shit is looking dry. But the content is real. And the content will be talked about 20 years from now. Any last words, God?
Peace to everybody. If I forgot your name, it's all love. Part of my soul on that. But you know, it's all love. That's it, bro. Great interview.
Yo, great interview. My name is Mathematics. You can find me in your side your mother sometimes at the local dispensary, aka the weed spot, or at S.STREET Media. This is what I do. I'm Mathematics. That's Sos on the boards. Shout out to the Vandal guards that came before me, especially Facts on Wax, Sinatra, Greaseball, and Chris. They was the front runners of this thing that we was doing. Thank you. 5 years, November 14th. Make sure you come out November 23rd for that motherfucking 5-year anniversary. I'm going to give you a clue on what I'm going to be doing. I will be celebrating. It's a celebration of legends. Future legends and past legends. I will celebrate them. You know what I mean? If you think you're coming in and you're not right, I'm at the door. You're not coming in. I don't care about your money. Fuck your money. This is a thing that we got going on. And we out of here. Peace.
Peace.